Siema, w kolejnej części Assassinie, zgodnie jak zawsze obejrzymy taki
In
filmik,
this four-part series, get an inside look on the making of one of
jak
the
był
most
produkowany.
anticipated titles in gaming history. This is
Także zapraszam.
Inside Assassin's Creed 3.
Something we really wanted to emphasize was the sheer brutality of combat in the period.
We've all seen the paintings of the revolution, and death is glorified, death is angelic, but it wasn't that way on the battlefield. It was a brutal conflict.
It feels that you're constantly going through dynamic fights, and that's not something technically we could do in the past. So it was like a personal challenge on the team to say, no, I think we can do this. These armies are filled with different types of weapons. So, you have everything from muskets, you have grenadiers, you have guys with boarding axes.
Being shot by a musket would be an awfully painful way to go. The caliber size of the ball was at least 3 or 4 times as large as anything that any modern military is using today.
After the muskets were discharged, they would charge with their bayonets, what basically is a giant spear, and he has every intention of running that through you.
They would shoot and then they would march, and that hand-to-hand combat was really brutal. And whether it's people using a bayonet affixed on the end of a musket, a small hatchet, this is a kind of killing that is very mano a mano.
All the animations, all the weapons are brand new.
It was interesting to start on a new style of fighting that is much more close and aggressive.
Connor's favorite weapon is the tomahawk, obviously super deadly in hand-to-hand combat. Also the bow and arrow. It fits with his native heritage and it's lethal.
The rope dart, it's a real accurate Chinese tool that we found the references for that period as well. He can use it from the ground, so he can bring the enemy towards him. It gives him the ability, for example, on a tree, to hang someone from above. In Assassin's Creed 3, the one thing that we decided to do is to revamp the fight system from scratch.
We wanted the skill in the combat in the game to be about transitioning from character to character by choosing the right moves, by performing them correctly. It allows you to basically mow your way through large numbers of people if you're good enough without stopping.
What do you do if you go into a bunch of guys with muskets and they try and shoot you? So we had to figure out, can you dodge them? Can you run away? And we've added all these options, but our big one is the meat shield, where you can grab a guy and he gets shot instead. Our mocap guys are stuntmen. We spend a long time with them rehearsing and figuring out exactly what would be the greatest choreography for it to go through, like multiple people.
Connor is trained in a very different style of fighting to the British soldiers.
The close quarters flow of the combat that's happening between the punches, the kicks, and everything else is indicative of what happens in the real world.
I'm very impressed by the moves that they do. It's cool to see push kicks and axe kicks and different sort of takedowns that are done correctly and very believable when they're done. We're hand right, punch to the face, boom, to the throat, to the groin, finish with boom.
This is something new for us that we're really proud of. It's fast, it's fluid, and you go through these guys like butter.
Connor is essentially the first guerrilla fighter. He's someone whose goal is always to move behind enemy lines, to pick off his target, and to escape.
Employing guerrilla tactics, or what we now know today as asymmetric warfare, was something that truly was a component of the American Revolution.
They learned what we would think of as guerrilla-style warfare. You sort of hit quickly and then disappear.
American tactics were really frowned upon by the British because the Americans did adapt the tactics that were used by the Native Americans from the French and Indian War.
The first big battle at Lexington and Concord takes place on a New England town green. And as the soldiers march back to Boston, they are marching along a dirt road lined by stone. You know, it's not the most effective strategy wearing your bright red coat and march through the woods while some farmer's trying to shoot at you.
The Americans brought a tactic that they couldn't really cope with. They essentially took it away from the battlefield and they started guerrilla tactics.
Next time on Inside Assassin's Creed 3, the hero behind the war.
Connor is the hero of the American Revolution. He's a bit more like Dirty Harry.
Connor is the current-day Special Forces soldier. Silent, stealthy.
He's fighting for freedom and he's fighting against tyranny.
Tak więc mamy walka, broń, taktyka, epizod 2 z głowy. Został jeszcze epizod 3, bohater wojenny. I epizod 4, Ameryka, lądem i morzem. No i co? Kontekst historyczny jeszcze został nam epizod. A resztę to mamy same artystyczne dzieła. Tak widać. Tu jest fajne coś. Jak jest ukryte ostrze, jak działa w ogóle. O, to jest zajebiste. Pyk, wychodzi, obkręcasz go palcem i już masz do zabójstwa. Tomahawk. Też fajny, w kształcie asasyna. Zajebisty. Co tu jeszcze dobrego ma? Tu walka z niedźwiedziem, też dobre. Assassin. Odludzie. Chyba rajskie jabłko, no. Ktoś miał berle z dawnych władców. Tutaj też mamy art z linką tym razem, jak linka działa. No i to by było na tyle, jeżeli chodzi o dodatki. No i zaczynamy kolejną część. Assassino. I 11% gry mamy.
Good morning.
To you as well. You taking a trip?
I've decided to do something about the house, and you're going to help me. Get it? Don't stare.
Sorry.
Come on.
This place is incredible. The people, the sounds and smells. I could walk these streets for days and know not even half its wonders.
I thought the same as you upon a time. These days, I much prefer the quiet of the countryside.
But there is so much life here. So many opportunities.
For a few, my boy. For a few.
Szalik z drogi.
There's a store close to here. You're to buy the items on this list. Tell them where the carriage is, and they'll see that it's loaded. Understood?
Yes.
Good. You're also going to need a new name. Your skin is fair enough that you might pass for one with Spanish or Italian blood. Better to be thought a Spaniard than a native. And both are better still than I.
That is not true.
What's true and what is aren't always the same.
What would you call me then?
Kana. Yes, that will be your name. All right then, off you go.
I tak właśnie zostaliśmy uchrzczeni na Conora. Zobaczcie, jaka stara gra, a jak fajnie tętni życie w mieście, nie? Jedna współczesna gra mogłaby pozazdrościć takim tętniącym życiem, jak żołdzie tej grze.
You lost?
I need the items on this list.
Will you be paying with coin or trade?
Oczka mu się zaświeciły.
Some of these things I have, some I don't. Lumber's hard to come by since my supplier up and vanished. I have the tools and pitch, though. Nails, too. So, where do you want this delivered?
Our wagon is near the State House.
Jeszcze mamy wrócić do Hillesa, dobra.
I should return to Achilles.
Who stands in Parliament for Boston? Everyone! For New York, come with Virginia. No one. We've had enough. Old Sarum is represented.
Co się dzieje?
Come with me.
Coś się dzieje.
We're headed to the customs house to toss some quips at the lobsters.
Rewolucja.
What happened?
That's what we're going to find out. Follow me.
With me to King Street. We'll show them.
Ile żołnierzy.
Customs house for a spree. Come along.
I say again, disperse! Congregating in this manner is forbidden! We're not going anywhere, Bug!
Oi! Why did you go back to England?
No good can come of this chaos! Return to your homes, and all will be forgiven! Never!
Not until you've answered for your crimes!
You're right, cowards!
You don't scare us.
Pointing guns at unarmed!
We ain't afraid!
Is that my father?
Yes, which means trouble is sure to follow. I need you to Taylor's accomplice. This crowd is a powder keg. We can't allow him to light the fuse.
But
nothing. Do as I say and go.
Come on, you ghost-gutted coward! You doesn't shoot at me!
Hey, Lobster! Go ahead! Fire your little gun!
You bit that run so making me that ready to fight you!
Boy, you there! What's all the fuss about?
Fire at the townhouse.
Jebaniutki. Będę chciał kogoś zastrzelić, patrzcie. Wyeliminuj. Łe, te zabójstwa są piękne.
Your plot is ended.
Not quite. Oh, damn you! Fire!
Pieprzony. Ten się skazał fałszywy cel. Już. To musimy wyjaśnić. Dobra. Uciekliśmy.
You there. Careful now. I'm here to help.
Who are you?
Well, just a messenger. Mr. Adams wants a word.
What? Why?
Well, you'll need ask him that yourself. He'll meet you tonight near Faneuil Hall. I suggest laying low till then.
Jebańce. Mamy drugi poziom rozgłosu. Kurde. Jedynie co to na górę. Dobra. Gdzieś tu by się schował. Jest tu gdzieś jakaś stajnia albo coś? Tam jest. Dobra. Musimy wrócić do dziadka. Kurde. Idą żołnierze, trzeba się schować. Zima jest, w ławkach siedzą, nie? Opalają się.
Over here.
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, was it? I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess, that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams, at your service. Achilles asked me to get you out of Boston.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Oh yay, oh yay! A criminal stalks the streets, wanted in connection with the massacre at the townhouse. Citizens are advised to call the guards if they see him. £10 to whoever brings this madman
What am I supposed to do?
Jakie listy gończe mają.
You can take down these posters for a start. Return to me once you remove the others. Take down those posters and then we'll talk.
Przekonaj to do... Dobra. Trzeci poziom rozgłosu mamy. Musimy pozrywać te afisze. Ło! Już mnie jakiś goni. Następny. Na baniaka. Ale ich od groma tu jest. Wszyscy mnie szukają. Dobra. Jeszcze jeden gdzieś tu został. Ale wszyscy go pilnują. to nieźle.
Ah, Connor. There you are. I'd like you to meet Cyrus.
Is he the killer?
Peace. Cyrus is on our side, or rather, for the right price, he will be.
Have you seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oh yay, oh yay! Word has reached us that the man responsible for today's shooting may have been in disguise. A wig and makeup tin were found near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of pale complexion fleeing towards the wharves, rifle in arm.
Thank you kindly, Cyrus.
Pleasure.
Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
Where are we going?
To the printer. Where do you think all those posters came from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down. Damn it, we're too late. They've set up a checkpoint. Come on. This way.
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them under the city. They're quite useful when speed and secrecy are required.
Kurde. Dobra, niech nas zabiją. Chyba, że ich zabiję. Dobra. Musimy to na spokojnie zrobić.
Where are we going?
To the printer. Where do you think all those posters came from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down.
Dobra, chodź. No, przeskoczysz?
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them.
Chodź, gościu, bo się wleczesz. No, koło będziemy się robić.
Here we are, then. I'll see you in... Hold on. Use your lantern to light the lamps, Connor. They'll help us find our way should we get turned around.
I wonder why they built these tunnels.
Excellent. Let us move on. Much as it pains me to say it, we must follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit. Well, well. You were right. I apologize for ever doubting. No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you. Arse. I don't suppose lockpicking is part of your repertoire? Well done. The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Możemy jakiegoś tomahawka lepszego znaleźć, bo ten kamienny to...
You ask a great deal of me, Sam.
I know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, if it wasn't vital.
Fine. Just this once, though. In the future, such things will come at a price. Resetting the type is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost should I be discovered.
I shall not forget this kindness.
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety erased. Come, I'll show you how to leave now that order's been restored. So, now you've had a chance to see how it all works. Untoward actions will upset the citizens and inevitably lead to the guards being called. Depending on the severity of your transgression, they may simply search a bit before giving up and returning to their posts. But should you offend them severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuits. I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters, bribe town criers, or visit a printer to create your own propaganda.
This feels wrong. Why not just speak to someone and explain my innocence?
You can't be serious.
We counter one lie with another. Words on paper instantly taken as truth. And all of it without question.
They loose this beast. Or have you forgotten? I merely helped you tame and turn it round.
There must be another way. Something more honest.
Well, when you find it, do let me know. But until then, we sculpt with the clay we have.
My apologies. I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
Quite all right. I was much the same at your age. You'll grow out of it.
And if I do not?
Here we are. Speak with the harbor master and he'll see you home.
Thank you for everything, Sam. I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Like this.
Możesz blokować szybką podróż między miastami przez maksymalne oddalenie L2. Po oddaleniu zobaczysz przycinek okej. Dobra, zaraz, tu jest jakieś zadanie jakieś mamy w tym mieście chyba jeszcze. Mamy kapitan portu, samouczek kapitana portu. Aha, tu na pieszo możemy się udać na pogranicze. Ale tu udamy się poprzez kapitana portu. I gdzie teraz wypływamy? O właśnie. To jest pytanie. Gdzie? Pogranicze. Domostwo Devnoporta. Boston. No domostwo płyniemy. Szybka podróż. Otóż to. Czy chcesz szybko przenieść się w to miejsce? Tak. I lecimy dalej. Jest domostwo Mariana de la Porta. Jaki statek na środku tu jest? Rozdupcony, to chyba jego. Pamiętam, kurde, jakiś grałem, że będziemy chyba tutaj wszystko musieli zreperować. I ten statek, i to wszystko. O! Dawaj szopa! Szopie, dawaj skórę. Jakie mięsko zostało tylko po nim. Kosteczki. Wuju, wróciłem.
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man full grown who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these.
O proszę. Wreszcie coś dostaliśmy. Wreszcie coś dostaliśmy. Ach, teraz wygląda jak... O, kto to? Jakiś Goofy. Za szybą tam coś, kurde, się domaga. What the fuck?
You, sir, please, help! He's going to die!
Co jest, człowieku? Kto umrze? O co chodzi? Każdy kiedyś umrze.
There's no time! Please come!
Piesio, chodź z nami. U nas wszystkie psy to szaliki. Szalik, chodź. Ojej, co...
Just pass under the bridge!
Człowieku, co ty tam robisz o tej porze na kłodzie? O Jezu. Ty tak chyba do niego dotrę. No biegnij! Już on tam zapadnie. Nie da rady. Nie ma takiej opcji. Zemrzy chłopina. Ło, na baniaka. O.
What this knobbend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who you calling a knob end?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here, as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
Godfrey.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Cóż to jest? Szukam jedzenia konom, by rekrutować nowych osadników. O. Rozbudowując zasady, zapewniasz sobie nowy towarny handel, albo kupujesz nowe przedmioty do wytworzenia. O, proszę. Sina, słyszałaś? Nowe towary w osadzie będą. Dobra, zobaczymy co to tutaj jest. Siema Elki. Coś tutaj jest, ale co to jest? O, ktoś tu jest, tak? Halo, przepraszam. Jakoś tu wejść można? Halo? To jest drwal chyba, tak? Czy co to jest? Porozmawiać... Tak, to jest drwal. No ale co ja z nimi? Nic nie mogę rozmawiać. No dobra, także w każdym razie idziemy. Czyli oni tu się osadzają. Niech się osadzają osadnicy. Śniegu po kolana. Gdzie już po jaja? Tu wyjdziemy jakoś? Dam radę. O Jezu! Dawaj go! Kurde. Nie mamy czym go zabić. Mamy, przecież mamy tomahawka i ostrze. Fajnie macha z tomahawkiem. Jak wkurwiony Indianin. Ty, gdzie ja muszę iść? Aż tam? No. Nie ma jak to pływanie w zimie. Siema Wikso.
I met him once, that captain. He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell ya, legs like tree trunks and a smithy's arms. Almost broke my hand shaking it'll know. I could feel it then when I met him. No weapon made by man could harm him.
Quick, sit down. Come here, Amanda. Go away!
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the king's English?
Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore?
Dawno nie byłem u ciebie na live. No to witaj, witaj. I zaglądaj częściej.
She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. And I'll raise a crew.
Czyli mamy stateczek, ale musimy go najpierw no jak on wygląda teraz. Masakra. Toż to łajba ledwo się trzymająca. Dobra. Lecimy. Na cel główny. Znowu ma w tym miejscu jest shop. Dawaj skórę. Śniegu popachy.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Ekran zapasów umożliwia dokonanie zakupów w sklepach chyba. Wyświetla aktualne posiadane przedmioty. Naciśnij, aby otworzyć ekran zapasów. Jadłeś kolację? Nie, nie jadłem kolacji. Zapasy. Rzemiosło, handel. Przeglądaj wszystkie sprzedane przedmioty. Kupuj te udostępniane w swoich wymienników. Dobra. L1, L1. Godfrey i Terry mają obecnie na sprzedaż transport dębowego drewna. Naciśnij X, aby kupić dębowe drewno. Okej. I teraz użyj R, aby wybrać ilość, którą chcesz kupić. Naciśnij na dobra. Bilans, koszt. Dębowe drewno, tak? Dobra. Gratulacje, udało Ci się zdobyć Twój pierwszy kupiony nowy przedmiot. Na ekranie zapasów znajduje się teraz drewno. Drwalą skończyły się zapasy, ale co jakiś czas pozyskać więcej. Naciśnij, aby opuścić ekran. Dobra. Co tu jeszcze mamy? By wytwarzać broń i narzędzia, musisz zdobyć surowce i awansować rzemieślników przez wykonywanie misji osady. Okej. Szykuj, wysyłaj i zarządzaj swoimi konwojami, aby zarabiać pieniądze. Okej. Dębowe pnie można sprzedać kupcom za pośrednictwem konwoju. Naciśnij, żeby wybrać konwój. Okej. Towary muszą zostać przypisane do konwoju. Naciśnij. Okej. Możesz handlować drewnem dębowym. Naciśnij, żeby zwiększyć lub zmniejszyć. Dobra. Kto będzie jechał, tak? Każdy kupiec z lokalizacją ma swoje wady oraz zalety. Czasem ryzykiem, podatkiem i wartością wybierz mądrze. Naciśnij. Mamy wybrać gościa, tak? Wybierz kupca. Przedmioty są mieszane w wybranych miejscach. Czekają gotowe do wysłania. Naciśnij R, żeby wysłać konwój. Dobra. Konwój lądowy, dostawa. Czas podróży. Ryzyko, podatek. Okej. Wysłano konwój. 65 funtów zysku. Okej. Spocony zgredek. Siema zgredku! Cześć! Ale czemu spocony? Nie lepiej wykąpany albo odświeżony zgredek?
Time passed quickly after that. My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time I mastered them as well. Days became months, months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Za ile robisz goryla? No dzisiaj robimy goryla, tylko Seal musi wrócić z pracy. Seal wraca z pracy, aktualnie jak u nas jest 12 w nocy, czyli gdzieś tak 12, 10, 20 będziemy grali warka. wtedy w Stanach jest koniec roboty u nich. No i wtedy on dopiero wraca z pracy, nie? I dopiero wtedy możemy zacząć grać w Arka. Ale dobra, to później. I teraz widzę, że statek jest już odnowiony. Także walimy na maniaka. Nie, na bombę. O! Nie widziałem, że pod spodem jest kurde kładka jakaś. Dobra, jesteśmy tak. Co my tu mamy na mapie? Aha, osadnicy coś chcą. Mapa. Co tu jest na mapie? Tu jest jakiś skarb. Skarby drewnianej nogi, proszę bardzo. Tu też jest skarb. Tutaj co my tu mamy? Pogranicze, ok. Tu też jest skarb. Te skarby musimy poszukać. Co tu jest? Tu jest posiadłość nasza. I tutaj mamy misję obsady. Czyli tutaj musimy iść. Bo statek już jest gotowy. Nadzorca portu. Dobra, czyli tu musimy iść. O. Kości to ze z chłopami później pogramy. Co tu macie dobrego? Lecimy misję osady zrobić. Zacznijmy co oni chcą. O, tu gdzieś skarb będzie. Jak już tu jesteśmy, to go jest. Dziękuję. Huhaka makaka. To są moduły zawsze przed tym, jak Indianie zabierają duszę, ciało zwierzętom i modlą się o ich duszę, żeby miała dobre wstąpienie do niebios. Dobra, musimy tam się przedostać. Chciał, nie chciał. A żeby tam dojść, to musimy tędy naokoło. Cel Boston, 10. Konwój lądowy. Znowu shop w tym miejscu, zajebiście. Shopie. O. Dobra. Leci. Zobaczymy, co tutaj chcą ci. Drwale, czy to nie wiem, zobaczymy. Kurde, tam w górę muszę się przedostać. Szalik, spokój. To ja, swój. Jakoś tędy się muszę przedostać. Dobra. Tu drwal widzę jest. Co on tam łowi ryby? Tu też drwal jest. No zobaczymy, czy w ogóle z nim można w interakcję wejść. Drwalu Rozmowa. Dobra. Czyli można z nimi w interakcję wchodzić. Zobaczymy, co oni chcą.
You must be Connor. We've been raring to finally meet you. My name's Catherine, and this is Diana. We're the wives of those two blockheads who cut trees.
Nice to meet you. We've heard so much of you from the boys. Glad to finally put a face to the name.
The pleasure is mine.
We were just discussing how nice this bit of territory is, on a river with nobody upstream. I won't lie, Godfrey's letter had me a little worried, but now that we're here and settled, I must say I'm rather happy.
They had us on this plot north of Champlain that was a tangle of rock and bramble. Ugh, horrible place. It's a real treat to be able to walk up the hill and take in the ocean.
Your husbands must keep you busy.
Nothing we can't handle, Connor. The boys think they run the show, but the real bosses are right in front of you.
I do not doubt it.
Niezłe te kobiety, co? Jesteśmy żonami półgłówków. No masakra. O! Wiecie, co to jest? Tym się kiedyś ubijało masło. Wlewało się mleko od krowy i się waliło. I robiło się z tym masło i twaróg. W naszej kulturze też. Dobra, zobaczymy, czy z tym tutaj mogę porozmawiać. Z tym rywalem. Nie. To jest chyba jeden z tych półgłówków. Dlatego nie rozmawiam. No wleć tam. No dobrze miałeś, wejdź tam. Dobra.
Let's see if our man can fly.
Co tu się dzieje?
Someone pull me up!
Ojebany. Dobra, dostali.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well,
I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
No i zbieramy powoli ludzi do wioski. Może teraz wytwarzać co? Co może teraz wytwarzać? Beczki. Tak, ten chyba teraz beczki wytwarza. Stolarz może wytwarzać towary. Nie doczytałem, kurde. Można z nim pogadać? Dobra. Mamy nowego gościa. Mamy nowego gościa, więc sprawdźmy mapę. Teraz tak. Tartak, Godfreya, Diana. To jest ta druga jego żona. Te dwie żony. No i dobra, musimy iść na statek, chciał nie chciał. No to idziemy. I baniaczek. No, statek przepięknie wygląda. Mamy 6 funtów w kielni. Zaszalejemy. W tych czasach za 6 funtów byśmy kupili chips w Wielkiej Brytanii. Chips. Only chips. Not fish. Fish and chips kosztuje 10 pounds. Nauka na błędach, okej. Po żeglu do winnicy martynierzy, żeby postarać Agilę w armatę. Musisz też zatrudnić oficerów, którzy będą dowodzić nową artylerią. Czy chcesz, to tak? Okej, czyli załogę będziemy kompletować.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale, near a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. Haul in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be!
Come on, lad. No time like the present. Double time, boy. It's time you learned. Take the helm. Come on, she won't bite.
I co teraz?
You're connected to her now. Listen and...
Half sail!
Pół żagle, dobra.
Ha! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there.
Zaraz gdzieś się rozdupcymy, jak
She's
ja
a
będę
nimble
prowadził.
vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
Co? Pełne żagle? Pewnie. Jebut, na pełne żagle. Gdzieś się
Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Wiatr się zmienia? I że co ja mam teraz robić? Kurde. Dobra. No spokojnie. Co za wiatrzychu. Dobra. Pełne żagle.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Damy radę, przepłyniemy.
Mind those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Jak ktoś płyną, śpiewaki. Ci też śpiewają tutaj. Na każdym statku śpiewają. Tylko do naszych cicho. Znowu wiatr. On nas ściągł. Dobra, dobra. Gaz do dechy. Gdzieś tutaj.
Cartridges. We're close.
Pull into half sail!
All into half sail. No sail.
Full stop!
No sail. Haul in everything. Drop anchor. We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
Ole ropucha.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Dobra, mamy działa.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need. Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring her round broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Round shot for a start!
Przesuń kamerę z drugą stronę na górę, widzę armaty, dobra.
Well done, boy! Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Some old powder in there!
Good! Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
Ooh.
Not bad for a spud, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah. Getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard.
Use the swivels on him, Captain.
O! Tu jak leciałeś. zawraca. Teraz go. Kurde, niektórzy trafią. Zajebiście. Dobra, rozrzucony.
English frigate! Oh, be twaddled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from? Brace!
Ooh. Kurwa, rozwalili nas.
Twaddled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
Pięknie. Pięknie rozdupcyliśmy ich. Kurde. Chowaj się. Nie bańce szlają. Dostali? Prawie, prawie. Kurde. Dobra, zostali. Black Flag najlepszy.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage.
Strzelają. Sales.
Now we best be getting back, or the old man will have my guts for garters.
Rozdupcamy ich, panowie, rozdupcamy. To był pierwszy rejs, żeby się nauczyć. Black Flaga też mamy, też zagramy w Black Flag, ale na razie mamy trójeczkę remastera. Cała sterburta naprzód. Zawsze chciałem przejść, kurde, trójeczkę i zawsze coś mi stanęło na drodze, zawsze jej nie dokończyłem. Także przejdziemy sobie trójeczkę całą. Just play some... Już jesteś w domu, tak? Już gramy? W bossa, w Arka? Jak jesteś, to daj znać, to włączamy Arka.
I got 'em! All of them! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
Idziemy na goryla dzisiaj, na bossa. Mów, kiedy będziesz.
Few weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
O, stary się przyzwyczai do nas.
Well,
Tęsknił.
what are you waiting for?
Chyba dostaniemy teraz wreszcie ten ciuszek asasina.
Put them on.
O. I teraz będziemy wyglądali jak prawdziwy asasino.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Bractwo. Wreszcie mamy, kurde, strój asasina.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
W sklepach dostępne jest nowe narzędzie, zatrute strzałki, miny potykowe.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above?
Can you hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
Czyli musimy jakiś artefakt dorwać.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Utracony sygnał. Kuźwa, nie miałem skakać.
Just a heads up. There's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
No, skocz. Gościu mógłby ze Spidermana robić. Takie zdolności manualne.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively detained.
Shut up, Sean.
I tu skoczyłem. Opierdzielony. Ja już bym się zesrał w takiej wysokości. Chyba, żeby miał spadochron, tak jak on na plecach.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. A joke. Or was it?
when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
I co? Kiedy mam skakać? Chyba już.
Now! Open your chute, now!
Uj. Idealnie. No i teraz spadochronu nie będzie mieć. Przerąbane. To ta kostka. Znaczy kolejna kostka, bo już jedną mamy, nie?
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
Biura.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. It doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
O kurde. Wiecie co? Muszę psa wypuścić, bo tak mi tutaj zasładza powietrze. Chodź. Chodź popierdzisz sobie gdzie indziej. Chodź. No, idziemy. No. Idź sobie tam popierdź. Idź. Dobra. Kurde. I teraz co my tu mamy w ogóle? Ja już tu nigdzie nie chodziłem. Tu jest tu jest ta jedna kostka. Nie, myślałem, że kostka. Z tą można pogadać.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else? Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue. I mean, who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Still alive? That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? They're powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one. Was it weird seeing Cross?
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are.
Dobra,
We
idziemy
have
do
people
Animusa.
who care about us, who
Później
look
sobie
out
tu
for us.
pozwiedzamy.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Connor! Spare a moment.
Of course.
Have a look.
What is it?
A Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo.
Yes, my friend.
What brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale? This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
To nie w chałupę. Dobra, spotkaj się w zasadę dnia nową w sprawie skarbu Kibla. O, proszę bardzo. Teraz tak, mamy tu parę rzeczy, w sensie misja osada. Misja osada. Tu mamy pogranicze, musimy się wydostać na pogranicze i jest jakiś skarb. Blisko nas jest misja osada, także weźmy ją. By wytwarzać broń, narzędzia musi zdobyć surowce i awansować rzemieślników. Okej.
Connor, it has occurred to me that the times we live in will be looked upon by future generations with a certain degree of scrutiny, no matter the outcome. With that in mind, I think it valuable to record the goings-on around the homestead. A true log of how people lived during this time of transition. Something to help color the portrait. What do you think?
When I find a moment, I will try.
Very good.
Księga przychodów i rozchodów. To jest tak, zapasy. Rzemieślnicy, cieśla, lancer, beczki, żeby wytworzyć schemat beczek. Okej. Możesz stworzyć 2 beczki, ponieważ masz 2 szedybowego. Naciśnij prawy albo żeby wybrać liczbę, którą... Dobra. 2 beczki. 2 beczki z nowego drewna, to można sprzedać albo wykorzystać do kolejnych stwór. Schematy. Brakujące zasoby. Co brakuje? Drewno, tak? Okej. Mamy dębową korę. Węgiel drzewny. Zakupić. Za mało funduszy. Teraz to mamy tak. Zapasy. Rzemiosło. Czyli drewno musimy dostarczyć im. Konwój lądowy. Konwój lądowy. Brakujące zasoby. Ulepszanie ładowności. Drewno musimy dostać. Zapasy. Zakup. Węgiel drzewny. Dobra, na razie szykuj, wysyłaj, zarządzaj swoimi konwojami, zabrać pieniądze. Nie masz obecnie żadnych konwojów. Konstruuj nowe przedmioty. Podwójna kabura. Pod wilcza skórę mamy wilczą skórę, drewno. Dobra. Przeglądaj wszystkie posiadane zapasy. Mamy beczki. Dębowe kory mamy. Drewna nie mamy. Beczki mamy. Dziczyzna, rania skóra. Dobra, to niedźwiedzia skóra, niedźwiedzie pazury, niedźwiedzie sadło, ogon jelenia, serce jelenia, skóra szopa, szpik jelenia, wilcza skóra, wilcze kły, zajęcza skóra, zajęcza łapka i zajęcze mięso. Dobra, to wszystko mamy. Czyli musimy jeszcze zbierać zasoby. Okej. Co my tu mamy teraz do zrobienia? Tutaj by się przydało. Misja osada. Żeby więcej drewna i w ogóle. Zaraz się dowiemy, jak to drewno zbierać. Co to? Słyszeliście to?
Bloody hell! Can you help me?
Albo zwiedzić się, jakie zasoby są łatwo uzyskane w wyniku umieszczenia tej misji, spróbować do... Dobra. Czyli muszę misję robić. Żeby zasoby się pojawiały.
Are you all right?
What do you think?
How did this happen?
Poachers in the woods. I asked them to leave. This was their answer.
Come on. We need to get that arm looked at.
What if the men who did this?
They can wait. Your wound cannot.
Czyli kłusownicy.
You be able to make it to the house?
Yes. I think the ball took only flesh.
And what is your name?
Miriam.
Do you live nearby?
I don't have a home per se. I took to the frontier when I was a young girl. I've made my life out here ever since. Living where the land makes it easiest.
Not a common choice for a woman of the colonies.
No, it's not. But truth be told, it was this, the convent or the brothels. I prefer the open air.
Kana, what are you doing?
Those poachers need to be stopped.
Saw the scabs from my hunting blind. Get to that, and you shouldn't have any trouble finding them.
Use the rope dart if you can. Get familiar with it.
Mamy strzałkę z liną, tak? Okej. Dotrzyj do drzewa Melia. Okej. Dawać tego liść, tu, króliku. Jakoś tu muszę wleźć. O. Kurde. Ajajajajaj. Dobra, są mi kuzownicy. Jeden. Zbierz rzeczy. Mamy 13 funtów. No, dziękuję. I już mamy 27 funtów. I już byśmy się najedli. Jeszcze jeden. Nawet dwóch.
William Johnson's opening up some of that Mohawk land he purchased for free hunting soon. Might be we make a good haul up there.
I hear tell lumbering will be allowed to boot.
What does he want?
O, pięknie. Będziemy mieli żareło i surowce.
Hey! Where are you, fellas?
Shooting strangers in the forest, is that common hunting practice where you come from?
No. Spare me.
Go! Tell the friends you have left what happened here.
Szpik jelenia. Serce jelenia.
Thank you, Achilles.
You are most welcome.
Why did those men attack you?
It's no secret this land is full with game. I spotted the trespassers en route to request permission to hunt here myself, and suggested they do the same.
The bounty of the forest is not mine to give. It is your right to hunt on this land, but I would appreciate you trading your surplus with the others.
Very well. I accept.
Dobra, łowczyni. Będzie teraz wytwarzać towary nam. Okej. Co mamy za misję? Tu jest jakieś zwierzyna i ktoś strzela, no nie. Ale później się tym zajmę. I na baniaka.
What do I owe this great honor, Captain?
The letters you speak of, what are they?
Oh, now you want to know. Captain Kidd's letters, boy. He hid a great treasure somewheres and sent letters to 4 of his crewmen along with a strange piece of leather. If you find the men, you'll find the scallywag. It's that easy, 'tis.
May I see them?
You might be a captain, but you're not too bright, are you? I'll barter with them. You give me some trinkets I like, and I'll give you a letter. Building my own treasure cache, see?
Trinkets? Like what? Where?
Use your imagination, Captain. There's interesting swag all over the frontier.
Jakub Górski. A może najpierw byś się przywitał, powiedział, kto ty jesteś w ogóle, a nie tak od razu z grubej rury. Do roboty jutro. Do roboty to są konie, słuchaj.
What you got for me? Ah, you brought me some good pieces. That's worth a letter to be sure. Here you go, Captain.
I will be back for the rest.
Znajdź 6 drobiazg z zarodnianej nogi. A co to za drobiazg? Tak, czyli tutaj muszę się udać. Do Bostonu. Okej. Dziennik. Ekwipunek. Boston. Dobra, do Bostonu lecimy. Hello, ahoj, kapitanie! Do Bostonu musimy pożeglować. Cóż to jest? W środku nocy, co to jest? What the fuck? Duch wojny, akt pierwszy, Ocean Atlantycki. Mam jakieś misje wojenne chyba w środku nocy. Nagroda za misję, tak, misje mamy statkowe. Statkowe. Tutaj mamy co? Pościg. Tu jest Boston. Fort. No dajmy tu, zobaczymy. Tu jest ten skarb tego dziadka chyba. Przedostać się do fortu, aby odzyskać mapę skarbów kapitana Kidla. Czyli tak, to jedzie.
Fort doesn't look as abandoned as it should. Looks occupied as can be.
I will need something to draw their attention then. Once you lose sight of me, wait for 10 minutes, then bombard the fort. I will slip out under cover of the shelling.
Aye, aye, sir. Sounds a trifle dangerous, but I'm sure you're up to it. I doubt they let convicted pirates like old Lucky Lem out of his cell much, so if his little scroll is anywhere, it's there.
Wykonaj zabójstwo na krawędzi. Okej, dodatkowe cele. To się spinamy. No właśnie.
Form ranks! Present arms! Position 1! Position 2! Move!
Dobra, jedno zabójstwo gotowe. W krawędzi.
I will have to circle around to avoid the courtyard.
Probably a gull or a rat. It's the only intruders
Co?
we get here anyway.
No właśnie dlatego, że ja muszę iść na 6, a tak bym tu trochę... O, to spokojnie, nie dzisiaj to jutro. Nie dzisiaj to jutro, Jakub. Także live'y są praktycznie codziennie, tak więc spokojnie. Znajdź sposób na dostanie się do więzienia. Dobra. Rozdupcymy tego. Tu jakiś skarb jest gdzieś. Nieopodal. Idzie kolejny idzie jakiś. Dobra, wal go z góry. Dobra, tu taki skarb jest. Ale gdzie ten skarb? Ja tu nic nie widzę. A jest, dobra. To jak tam wleźć? Jest tutaj ten skarb, tylko jak tam wleźć? Ach, tędy by trzeba było. Ja też biorę Valhalla na premierę. A tak, Assassin. Zajebisty. Zawsze chciałem właśnie skończyć i zawsze coś, tak jak wcześniej mówiłem, zawsze mi coś wyskoczyło, że nie mogłem skończyć. Teraz tędy, tędy i tu, jakoś tam muszę się dostać. I zawsze coś mi się, kurde, zdziałało, że nie mogłem jej skończyć. A teraz wpadła mi w rączki wersja zremasterowana. Ze wszystkimi dodatkami. No i się z tego bardzo cieszę i właśnie ją ogrywamy. Jak tam wejść? Tutaj. Po belkach by trzeba było tam wejść, ale jak? Tu na tą belkę, później chyba na górę. Czyli muszę z powrotem tu wejść. Jakby nie patrzeć. Ale tędy też nie wejdę. Może tędy. Też nie. Kurde. Niby takie proste. Ale wejdź tam wejdź. Tam jest belka. Na te belki na pewno, żeby tam wejść można... Kurde. Jak tam wejść? Chyba, że... Tędy też nie. Dobra, cios z tym skarbem. Tych skarbów jeszcze będzie od groma.
No reason to. They sent us here because the captain did something wrong. Like what? Buggered if I know.
I wager he buggered something. Come off it. And keep watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Co, wykryli mnie? To skurczybyki. A Valhalla też czekam. Mam już preorder złożony na Xboxa One Series X. I właśnie z Valhallą, no i co? I bierzemy też na premierę, będziemy ogrywać. Ja strasznie Assassiny lubię. Zajebistą historię mają do opowiedzenia. O stworzeniu świata przez prekursorów. Kto w to wierzy, ten będzie się bawił nieziemsko. No kurde, dobra, bo się zablokował. Znowu mnie wykryli. Ja ogólnie platyn nie robię. Za dużo jest gier, żeby tracić czasu, jak dla mnie, na platyny. W ten sposób zostanie się do więzienia. No okej. Tam jest to wejście, tak? Czyli tędy muszę wejść, tędy. Tu jakoś poprzez te. Najpierw musiałbym ich po cichu wybić. Okej, właśnie o to chodzi. Tam jest jeszcze jeden. Dobra. I teraz tak, tam musimy wejść. Podzielam. No. Ogólnie, jeżeli zagrasz sobie od początku, od pierwszego Assassina i tak każdą fabułę, wszystko po kolei, super, naprawdę super. Więcej takich gier powinni robić. Dobra, jak tu wejść? Na to mam wejść? Ale na stąd nie doskoczę. Stąd nie doskoczę. Może stamtąd. No wejdź tu. tutaj na to, okej. O, już lepiej. Do góry, do góry, do góry, do góry. No gdzie on mi skacze? Na Cyberpunku, no już mówię, że będą ogrywane dwie gry naraz w międzyczasie, nie? Będą live robione z dwóch gier, raz Cyberpunk, raz Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Dwie premiery kozak. A Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk, tak jak już mówiłem chyba ze pół roku wcześniej, to nikt nie chciał wierzyć, że to będzie po prostu kolejne nowe GTA, tak? Ulepszone GTA to będzie. Zrobione przez Polaków. Wszyscy czekali na GTA 6, a tutaj będzie GTA po prostu. No jak tu wejść? Cyberpunk to będzie GTA. Nowe GTA. Zaraz, tędy i stąd tam. Dobra, ale jak już blisko byłem. Jeszcze raz. To jest właśnie w Assassinie fajne, że jak tu wejść? Trzeba kombinować. Teraz może tam tędy? Nie. Tędy też nie. Nie, jak ja tu wlazłem? Zagadałem się z wami, nie wiem jak ja tu wlazłem. Pewno będzie trzeba po tych wejść. No dobra, spróbujemy jeszcze raz. Tędy i co tutaj dalej? Jakoś się tutaj wlazłem. O. Szkoda, że na tą belkę nie można wejść. Może jakoś tutaj. No i tu tam powinno przeskoczyć. A on mi idzie gdzieś w drugą stronę. W ogóle nie w tą gałkę nie kieruje, w tę stronę on mi idzie w drugą stronę. No dobra. No i tam powinienem przeskoczyć. A on mi tutaj, o pyk, pyk. Widocznie tam nie doskoczy. Tutaj też jak widać, o. A do góry wejdzie? Nie, tutaj nigdzie wejść nie mogę. Tylko mogę tutaj sobie przejść, ale co to mi da? Zobaczymy, może tu wejdziemy jakoś. Dobra. I co to nam tutaj da? Zbytnio nic. Tam też nie przeskoczę. Masakra. Może tu? O, ale co to? To też nam nic nie da. Dobra, spróbujemy tu skoczyć. Też nam nie doskoczy. A tu? Też. O, tam ktoś jest. Tam można wejść. Dobra. Okej. Mamy już wejście. Ciemno. Tutaj nic nie widać. Taka misja. Mamy tutaj. Przejdziemy co na ten. O. Pyk, pyk. Jesteśmy w domku. Przytrzymaj R2 i naciśnij X, wyskoczyć do tyłu. R2X, pyk. Dobra. No.
Double time! We'll get a whip if we're late for the captain's address.
I'm hurrying.
Ciemna misja, ale nic nie widać praktycznie. jak tu się dostać?
You lot complaining of its assignment. The fort is mean. Command is punishing the captain for what happened in Poland. I have had enough! We are here under orders, I need not remind you, to hold Fort Walcott against the rebels at all costs. And that is all that need concern you. You are not trained to comment on strategy, nor are you aware of rebel movement.
Mamy 1500 funtów, zajebiście. Przyda nam się na zakupy.
That lurcher is out of his head. Who would do that to a man? That's why you don't let soldiers get bored.
Gdzieś tu skarb powinien być.
Jackanapes deserved everything he got. We won't tolerate such behavior. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you.
He didn't mean anything by what he said.
You're getting soft.
I just don't think it's right.
Tu gdzieś skarb był. Albo tu na zewnątrz. Dobra, nieważne. Albo gdzieś tu jest, o. Coś tam świeci. Rozdupcmy ich. No nie, wchodź, gdzie ty mi wchodzisz? O, jest skarb. 2000 funtów, elegancko. Przeszukaj więzienie. Mamy pierwszy fragment mapy.
It lies under the eagle's bed.
O kurde.
Let's see what you got, rebel.
Dawaj go.
We're under attack! Captain's dead! Cut down by cannon shot!
Kapitan nie żyje. Dobra. Pierdolamy, bo to jest na czas.
Move to the west wall! Bloody hell, where did they come from?
Masakra, wszystko się pali.
To the armory! Who's in command? Form up! Form up!
Szybko, dobra, cios z nimi, jak tu... O. Smuteczek. Smuteczek. Czy można ich ominąć? W niektórych asasynach można było ominąć.
Captain! Bloody hell, where did they come from?
To the armory!
Who's it come out?
Bomb up! Bomb up!
Nie, muszę ich... Nie, mogę ich chyba ominąć. Albo i nie. Jebańce. Kurde, strzelają. Dobra. Skończymy tak ten odcinek. Mamy tu jeszcze, musimy bossa w arku pokonać. Także zapraszam za sekundę do arka.